Hi everyone, we are on step 6 of our amazing journey, and I cannot believe that we are actually getting so close to the end of our 7 steps of incorporating a whole food plant-based diet into your lifestyle. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the information so far, and I hope that the tips that I'm providing has made it just a little bit easier for you to make that transition into a whole food plant-based diet. So step number 6 is to replace any sort of oil that you might use now in cooking. So, I mean any oil. Olive oil, coconut oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, the spray oils, and even your vegan butter or margarine, because those are made of oils as well. So anything like that you want to replace with either water or veggie broth. And this is one of those that you're actually going to get a lot of people who disagree with that. You're going to hear a lot of different opinions about it. A lot of people will tell you that, olive oil's absolutely wonderful for you. I've heard a lot that olive oil, you need to have it in order to have good brain health. No, you don't. You need omega-3s, which you're going to find in your flaxseed and your chia seeds. Again, you want your flaxseed, not the flax oil. So part of the reason is because we are doing a whole food plant-based diet. So any sort of oil is not whole food. It's been processed to get it into an oil. So you always want to try to stick with a whole food. You're going to get the most amount of nutrients from that. But the thing about oil is that it's 100% fat. So that's going to actually end up being bad for our health, and it's going to be inflammatory, which is going to lead to certain diseases and illnesses, and it's also going to lead to things like joint pain. So we're trying to avoid those things. So my recommendation, if you're trying to saute any sort of vegetables like peppers and onions, for example, veggie broth is the best way to go. Get your pan nice and hot. You really only need maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons of veggie broth in order to keep whatever vegetable it is that you're trying to saute from sticking to the pan. A non-stick pan is a wonderful thing to have. Don't feel like you need to go out and buy all new cookware. Just get one really good pan, and that'll save you from a lot of that. I will sometimes use water if I don't have veggie broth on hand, and again, it's just 1 to 2 tablespoons. We're not looking to necessarily flavor what it is that we're sauteing. We're just looking to keep it from sticking to the pan and getting that texture that we're used to having, that caramelized, nice texture. As far as roasting vegetables, so nothing will quite crisp up exactly like olive oil, but it comes pretty close. Again, I have a really good non-stick baking sheet that works, so I don't have to use anything other than the non-stick baking sheet, and I just put my seasoning on my vegetables and let it roast. Another alternative, if you don't have a really good non-stick cooking sheet, is to use parchment paper, and that will actually kind of brown them up a little bit too on the sides as it's cooking. So that's a good way to go too. So you also want to, other than cooking with your oils, I don't know if you guys look at your nutrition facts, or your labels, there's almost oil in every single thing that you buy that's packaged. It's very hard to find anything without added oil. So check your labels, because again, if we're trying to go whole foods, you want to try to stick away from as much processed food as possible and avoid as many oils as possible. So just look at the ingredient list. The top ingredients on there are what's in there most. So as you get further down the list, there's less of it in there. But just check them out to see, make sure that you're not getting any added oils in the foods that you're buying. So my tip for today is to have a really good, either a support group or a support person in your life when you're making this transition. This is a journey in your life. This is a step in your life, and it is so much easier if you have that person who's not going to judge you when you're making mistakes, who's going to cheer you on no matter what, who's there to listen to you and to help guide you, whether it's, like I said, a group or one person. It's so important to have that, because anytime you try to do something for yourself that people don't understand, you're going to get some negative feedback. And that comes from not necessarily a bad place in their heart, but it comes from just a lack of understanding. I know I had a ton of people question what it was that I was doing when I made the transition. And a lot of that comes from them not knowing that I could get enough protein from my vegetables, or, wondering what's going to happen to my health if I'm not getting the nutrients they think I need from meat. So it's just a complete lack of understanding of what it is that I was trying to do when I took my journey. Even now, I'll go to family get-togethers, and if somebody makes something that has dairy in it, I choose not to have it, and I get pushback from my family because they don't understand what it is that I'm doing or why I'm doing it. So I think it's incredibly important to have somebody in your life, that'll listen to you and cheer you on. And if you're looking for that person, if you don't have that right now in your life, by all means, reach out to me. That's part of the reason that I got into doing this job. I am a life coach, and I am here to support you, and I am here to encourage you, and I'm here to guide you through your journey, whatever that may look like for you. We're all individual, we're all unique, and we all have different needs for our body. So I'm here for you. So please reach out to me. I have several different coaching packages and options, so whatever may work for you on any level, just let me know, and hopefully I can help you along your journey.